Okay, good morning, everybody. It's Mike. Thanks for joining me this morning. You know, this week we're talking about goal setting and business planning, but in a pretty different way than like most other real estate organizations are talking about it, because, you know, I've spent the first couple of days this week making fun of all the crap that you're going to start getting, so really starting this week, of all the business planning, things that they're going to be pushed at you, goal setting ideas, picture boarding, your BHAG, your big, hairy, audacious goals. What a bunch of crap all this stuff is. And I say that because if it wasn't a bunch of crap, we would all already have the perfect life, everything we want. But we don't, because all these things have failed us every year. So I'm trying to offer you a different take on it this year. And my big overall take on it is, you know, you can really set any goal that you want to set. It can be to make a certain amount of money this year. It can be to lose weight. It can be to exercise, quit smoking, stop drinking, don't use drugs, whatever it is. You can set any goal you want. But until you are the person yourself that can accomplish the goal, you won't. If I set a goal to lose weight this year, but I'm not a healthy person, I don't make healthy choices, I don't value my health, I won't lose the weight. I'll just go on fad diets, and they'll work to some degree, and then as soon as I go off the diet, I'll gain the weight right back. Why? Because I never changed who I am. I still make unhealthy choices in my life. So until we change who we are, all these things are just gimmicks, right? And at the end of almost all of these gimmicks is a request for your credit card number. They're coming for it. This is the bait, the come on, to get you in. And then they want your credit card number for a whole bunch of junk that you always end up regretting. Am I right? So today I want to go a little different path with you on this stuff. I do want to talk about goal setting, and I do want to talk about planning a little bit, because I do think it is important to have reasonable, achievable goals. I'm not one of these people that says shoot for the stars and land on the moon. I think that's a bunch of crap that leaves people frustrated and depressed. And they're shamers. They call themselves names because they didn't achieve an unachievable goal in the first place. So it's one thing if I say to you, hey, I'd like to lose 20 pounds by May the 1st. You might say, okay, well, Mike, that's a pound a week. And I'd say, okay, is that doable? And I think you would say to me, well, yeah, Mike, if you eat in a healthy manner, in reasonable proportions, and you have an exercise program to go along with it, of course you can lose a pound a week over the next 5 months. Okay, good. What if I told you I wanted to lose 20 pounds by Christmas? Well, that's a whole different thing, Mike. Now you're talking about losing a pound a day. And while that might be possible, it doesn't sound like a very healthy way to go about it. And by the way, you won't be able to sustain that over the rest of your life. So whatever crash diet you go on, as soon as you come off of it, you're going to go right back to where you were before, because everywhere you go, there you are. You're still the same person. You didn't change you. So as we look at setting goals for next year, I want to give you a couple of concepts with this. Yes, do set business goals. What do you reasonably want to achieve next year? Do you have the skill and the experience to achieve that? Do you have the systems, the support systems around you that would allow you to do that? If not, then you and I need to talk about what a reasonable goal is for you, given your skill, experience, and support systems that you have in place. I also want to encourage you to set personal goals, because it's not just all about business, right? There's things in each of our lives that we want to improve over the next 12 months. So do set business and personal goals. Have them be achievable, not too low, but not crazy too high. If you sold 5 homes this year, you might want to sell 50 homes next year, but is that really realistic? That's a pretty big leap, right? And maybe you need to build into that. And the same thing with weight. If I want to lose 20 pounds over 5 months, that's achievable. If I want to lose 20 pounds in 20 days, that's probably not, right? I'm just going to set myself up for some frustration. Personal, business, focus on your health, because without your health, you won't be able to achieve any other goals. When we're not in a healthy lifestyle, it makes it really hard to be good at anything in our lives. And also education. We always want to be broadening ourselves, expanding ourselves, coming up with new edgy ideas. Okay? So incorporate all of those things into your goals. I do. I attend 13 to 15 different conferences. Obviously, COVID's messed with that a little bit this year, but I still can do them virtually every year. Even after 33 years in the business, I'm still trying to attend more than a dozen real estate events a year so that I can keep up with new and emerging concepts, because everything keeps changing all the time. I want to encourage you something else. When you start putting the plan, like how you're going to achieve these things in place, I want you to focus on your personal habits and what actions you're going to take each day. Okay? So in order for me to lose the 20 pounds, I'm going to have the habits, the personal daily habits of somebody that can do that, right? I can't just say I want to lose 20 pounds, that's my goal, and I'm going to go on this crazy diet program because other people have lost weight on it. Because again, once I come off that diet, I'm going to go right back. In order to lose the weight, I'm going to have the lifestyle habits of somebody that weighs what I want to weigh. I hope that makes sense to you, because it's such an important concept. I won't lose the weight until I become the person, until I live the daily habits of people who weigh that amount. And in your business, it'll be the same thing. If you want to sell 20, 30, 40, 50 houses next year, then that number's yours. There's no judgment assigned to that. Those are your goals. It's your life. It's your business. But in order to achieve that goal, you are going to have to become the person that can do that amount of business. So what lifestyle habits are those? What time are you going to get up each day? Better yet, the better first question is, what time are you going to go to bed at night? Because the discipline is not in what time you get up each day, it is in what time you went to bed the night before. So what time is that? What time will you start your business day every day? What time will you end your business day? What days will you work? How many days a week is that? How many days during the next year are you going to take off? And which days are those going to be? Well, Mike, are you asking us to pre-plan our time off for next year now? Absolutely. Absolutely. I already have planned out all of 2021 when I'm going to take time off and be away, so that I can build it into my schedule and build it into my goals. And that all of those things need to be congruent with somebody who is doing the business that I want to do. I hope this makes sense to you. If it doesn't, if I'm vague or unclear, I'm urging you to reach out and poke me, and let's have a conversation about you and your goals for next year and your plan for getting there. And that, folks, is how we go out there and make it happen for ourselves today.